Well, this just came out, the Nintendo World Championship NES Edition, and I had to get the full box set for what I'm about to do, what I'm going to try to do in this video. Now, it came with the game. I'm looking forward to playing it. Came with a set of cards. Yeah, some pen set. But the kicker for me was this guy right here. The replica gold cart made specifically for this bundle. And I'm going to try to get this game working, because it's not just a game. There's literally nothing in there. I mean, there's not even a space to put a game in there. So, oh, that's kind of cool too. Look at the back, where it has the, like, you know, don't dip it in alcohol, don't leave it in extreme temperatures. It's like the little icons from the games. So it's just standard Phillips screwdriver. So we're gonna see if we can get this working. I do have a repro cart of the Nintendo World Championship. I'm gonna try to put this cart into this device. I think it'd be kind of cool. Now, again, you can find repro carts everywhere. They've existed online for, good lord, a long time. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon, I'm sure you can find them on Etsy, I'm sure you can find them on AliExpress. So first thing we're gonna do, open this guy up right here. And I'm just using the iFixit tool kit. It was actually a gift from a Game Dad show, who was like, wow, you use the worst screwdriver set I've ever seen. I'm like, wait a minute now. He didn't actually say that. But he was like, I use this all the time, and you know what? I use it now all the time too. So 3 screws. This is the 3-screw variant, apparently. Whew. Got the AC rolling in the background. Hopefully you're staying nice and cool and safe. Let's open this up and see what it looks like on the inside. Because that's the other concern, is that there's not going to even be a place to put a cart. You know what's funny? I mean, it's kind of like they put walls and stuff in the way, so you couldn't put a cart in there, but it still has holders to put a game in there. Unfortunately, the other thing takes up so much real estate of the inside of this board that it won't fit. But I do have a Dremel, and I can always Dremel stuff out of the way to get it to fit, I think. Hold on, what's going on here? Yeah, it's so funny that it still has those things in there. Let me grab it. I mean, I have a flash board here. This flash board is not going to do anyone any good. Yeah, it is all for aesthetic. It is all for aesthetic. I could super glue it in there, but that wouldn't do any good. Just out of curiosity, let me open this guy up here. As if they knew it's exactly what I was gonna do. As if they knew. The only reason I wanted to get the deluxe set, which wasn't that much, it was worth it. I did want to play this game, but I had to get it for this guy. Because when I take this part out, yeah, look at this guy. This thing takes up the entire back of this. And then this part sticks out as well, so it's like I'd have to Dremel part of the shell out. Not the worst thing ever, I've done it before. It looks like the side where my thumb is kind of wants to fit, but then the other side doesn't quite, because again, these things here, this one is in the right place, this one is not. This one needs to be dropped down a little bit for it to be a proper NES thing to keep games where they're supposed to be. Why are you gonna prevent me from having my fun, Nintendo? Come on, Nintendo. What's your problem? Doesn't seem like it'd be that much of an issue on the other side. Like, this part doesn't seem like it'd be that much of an issue, but I need the other thing to keep it in place. Do I destroy this to see if I can get it working? I mean, it's literally the reason I bought this. I mean, I did want to play the game too, like I said, so it's not literally the reason. Because here's the other one, and the other one has the hole in it. So if I can match that hole with this hole, I could burn it through, and I can also, I do have a Dremel. Got a Dremel right here. I literally only got this to try to do this, so no point in hold on to it if I'm not gonna actually give it a college try here. I could kind of do this, align these up, and then use a Sharpie here, which I have one right here, and just kind of draw where I don't need plastic. And let's see if that works. Again, I'm just doing this blindly. Never really done much like this before here. And if it's there, so that's the part I need to chop out. Maybe a little bit more than that, since I have to get underneath. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. How about that? All right, something like that. I got my Dremel that has a little saw blade to it, and we'll see. It's more of a hobbyist Dremel, so it's not really made for doing much. But yeah, you know. Let's see what it can do. It's just kind of comparing 1, 2, 3, 4, Now it looks like that's not as big as this one is here. If I can just start at the bottom of the other line there, I think I'll be all right. Let's see what happens when this. Here, let's go to this side. All right. Boy, this Dremel sucks. It's not made for this. Is it going through? Oh, it kind of is. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. Hey, the problem with this Dremel is like if it gets like stuck, and then it just turns off automatically. I'm like, no, just keep going. I promise, just keep going. Alright, try the other screwdriver. There we go. One part done. Now I just need to get this next little part. Just like that. You see that little part right there? I just need to do that little part there. So, if I can do that just a little bit more down, I think we'll be okay. There we go. Look at that. All right. And at least from there, then I can kind of polish the edges, so to speak. Because when this game goes in, it's going to go in like this. And then when that's like there, then this part is like there. Fits right in there. All right. We're getting closer. But you can see it's not wanting to go all the way in because this part is now in the way. Because this part is on a not, it's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be down a little bit. But if it's not there, I can probably just remove that little bit there. And I don't know if it'd be easier to sand it down or chop it out. Now I don't know if I want to use this thing again. See how we're fitting now. So that's good, goodish, good, and that's about as good as it's going to get there. Now there is still something that makes it so it doesn't want to go all the way on. Now I could squish it on there, and I think what it is, it's just the nature of, like, there's no circuit board here or anything, nothing. So it's not like chips are sticking up or anything like that, but it doesn't just get planted in there like it could. Although, let me see what happens when I put the other side on. Because the other side is also, you know, has all these things sticking out of it. And even like this, which is not, no, it'll sled around a little bit there. One of the things that's happening is this little spoke right here. This little thing right here is sticking up just a little bit, and it has no reason to be there. So I bet if I, you know, don't. I don't have to remove it completely. I just want to get it below the line, which it is now. Let's see what that does. Oh, that feels a lot better. It feels a lot better. This part's still up here. It's kind of sticking out a little bit more than I'd like it to, which probably has something to do with these lines here. I might do a little bit just on the sides. Let's see what that does. So we become determined. I mean, again, that does fit just like that. It's getting this other side on. These are flat, they shouldn't matter because there's plenty of room there. But when you do like that, as you can see, it doesn't quite want to close. I don't know if it's going to focus or not, but it doesn't quite want to close. But we are so close. Super close. And I think it doesn't want to close because this here is in uniform. It needs more room there on both of them. So let's just do a little bit of that. So that side, just like that, feels a little bit better. But we'll see. And still not quite. Not quite. I just took it through another time, and it's still kind of wants to do it. It's a squeeze, but let's squeeze it back on and we'll put it back on. You know, I mean, on one side it ain't pretty, but I can always go back and touch it up. And really, does it play? Watch it not fit into the Nintendo. I didn't even try that. Didn't even try putting it in there to make sure that it was actually like Nintendo sized, you know? All right, here it is. Your Nintendo World Championship NES Edition, the cartridge that came with the new game on the Switch. There it is. Again, not very pretty on the inside. Let's bring it over. Got my top loader here. Uh-oh. It's a little bubbled. But, here we go. There you go. Yeah, it works. There we go. Good to go, and you can do yours too if you'd like.